mastermind behind the mic. Give me what you like, never think about it twice. Coming with the real facts, and that's for real. Along with special guests, you know the deal. Label as the podcast, I stand on it. I'm all about my grind, cause my grind I be on it. That's what it's all about. When you're trying to be successful, you know what I'm saying? The solo show, yeah. What's up? What's up? Back in the building, episode 24 of the Solo Show with yours truly, the mastermind behind the mic, the podcast back at it again. I hope everybody's been having a great holiday, Thanksgiving weekend, man. I'm telling you, I ate a little bit, but not a lot. But I hope everybody's been having a great time, man, with your families and all. Man, it's been a good one. The food is out there. I've seen some pictures of some shit. But I'm going to get into that shit a little bit later on in the show. All right, I got a special guest in the building. My man, good friend of mine, just like a little brother to me, got his own sports show entitled In the Trenches, the Midday Show, by the way. My man, LaJuan Johnson, hey, he's on the phone lines with me tonight. We're going to bring him on and chop it up about the sports show and all. And we're going to go from there. So, my man, LaJuan, what's up, brother?
What's up, big bro? What's up?
Hey, man, gotta give you a round.
You got me on this show, man.
Hey, gotta give you a round of applause, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That time we gotta get this linked up together, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. We have been talking about it. And of course, things get in the way. Obstacles sometimes get in the way, timing and all. We got families and all. Work the 9 to 5 and all that shit got in the way, but hey, we were able to do it. Glad to bring you on, man. Glad to bring you on.
I'm glad to be here, finally.
Yeah. So, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Man, Thanksgiving lovely, man. Thanksgiving lovely. Like, you know, about my newborn, his first Thanksgiving, he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, had family in town and everything else. So everybody enjoyed Thanksgiving, man. It was the first Thanksgiving in a while where, you know, we had some people in town. So it was lovely, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
How about yours, big bro?
Oh, man, everything was good, man. I was just said a few minutes ago, I ate a little bit. I didn't eat a whole lot because I don't eat like I used to. I mean, I've slowed down quite a bit. I actually had to give away some clothes this weekend, by the way. Some 2Xs and all that shit I used to wear. I used to wear 2Xs. Now I'm in a damn extra large. It's a little bit big for me now. And, you know, if I can get down to that large, oh, that's it, man. That's all I need to get to is the large. So I'm on my way to that shit. I think I can wear a large now.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah. So, man, the sports show. But before we get into that, let's talk about you, LaJuan, man. Give us a little rundown about yourself. And we'll get into how not the podcast, excuse me, but the sports show. I'm so used to podcasting shit. But the sports show, how it got started.
Man, I'm LaJuan Johnson. I'm Mississippi homegrown, cornbread fed. No, man. Hey, I'm just giving you all of me, you know, Murray graduate.
Yeah.
Scholarship up the street to Holmes Community College. You know, sports been always my life.
Yeah.
Football, baseball, played a little semi-pro rugby. So sports, I bleed it, you know, eat it, I feed for it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a part of me, you know.
Right.
And I come from a long background of sports. You know, my uncles, they was linebackers. All the way through college. My cousin, Sammy Winers, a lot of people know about him.
Yeah.
Played for Denver Broncos, you know what I'm saying? So, as a running back, you know.
Yeah, I remember Sammy Winder, man.
Yeah. So, you know, football and sports is in my livelihood, so I can breathe for it. So that's pretty much, LaJuan Johnson in a nutshell.
Yeah. Now, the sports show. We're going to talk about the sports
Yes,
show,
sir.
the idea and all, because we all have ideas of, how we want to do things. But the thing with that is going forward, doing it. Hesitating, because we tend to hesitate sometimes, man, about doing certain things. We have the ideas in our head, but we tend to, hesitate about, going forward with the idea that we have. Now, the sports show, what idea came about with the sports show? I know you're in football, you love football and all. You just recently said that, but the
Yeah.
idea of coming up doing your own sports show.
What started the sports show, me and the co-founder, he goes by AJ on the show. His government name is Alpha Price. And most people know me as LJ on the show. When it was just me and him doing midday trenches, it would go by AJ and LJ. Man, well, it's probably had to been about a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? We went back and forth. Like, man, we got to get our own show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And because we love sports so much, we love football, the concept of it, and because it was just the mindset. We'll go throughout the days, Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend, just texting back and forth about what did you see what happened last night on Monday Night Football? Did you see what happened in the news about this person? And we was like, why are we sending this stuff to each other?
Right.
Why are we not broadcasting this stuff, you know what I'm saying, to our people locally,
Right.
And
right.
with me at that time, at my 9 to 5, I was just a little peon at that time. So I had a little bit more free time. I was able to do a little more outside of work. Mm-hmm. So I was closer to all the local high schoolers. So I had, high school football teams and stuff. So I had a little more in-depth of the high school news and stuff. And that's how it pretty much came about. Yeah. Midday Trenches, the midday show. We took everything that we knew, started filming it live inside my mama back shed. If y'all, been following us from day one, we call it pretty much the play booth. We had one little long couch. During the summer times, during football season, on that leather couch, it was hot. No AC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that leather, on that leather booth, on that leather couch, pretty much recording for an hour or so. So that's pretty much how that show came about. And my childhood friend pretty much came on one day. He known as Ray. And he pretty much did so well, man. We had good ratings. Everybody was like, man, we all gonna get that guy Ray back on, man.
Yeah.
And we was like, y'all like the Midwest? It was like, yeah. And it was just funny because on the other end, Ray was asking, man, when I can come back on.
Right.
So I put the little bug in the AJ ear for season 3. I thought we just go ahead and make Ray permanent because he is asking to come in as a third host.
Right.
And that one show, we mashed so well, man. It, you know what I'm saying?
So
it's just go ahead.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but so in the beginning, it was just two of you guys, right?
It was just two of us.
Yeah, it was
just
two.
me and AJ.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's two of you guys. Yeah, that's
just
what's
two
up.
of us for the beginning. The original host and co-host was me and AJ. Co-founder and founder was me and AJ.
Yeah.
That's how we came up with Midday Trenches and everything. Now it's just 3 of us. Me, AJ,
Yeah.
and he goes by Ray Ray
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah. It's three of y'all
So
now. Yeah. That's what's up.
it's three of us. So that's pretty much Midday Trenches. The show side, and now we 6 years in. We have trended off to podcast side as well. So
Yeah.
we just don't do a show; we do a podcast as well.
And by the way, everybody, he's the owner of an iPhone. Owner of a fucking iPhone. Should be a me phone, man.
Man, don't hate on my iPhone, man. Don't hate.
So,
man, it's the most popular phone out there right now.
So the actual date, you started back what, like 2018, somewhere like that? With the
we started back at 2016 is our actual date.
Yeah, that's right. You were 6 years, yeah. Yes.
6 years in the making, man.
Yeah.
6 years.
So doing the show, I've seen in the earlier days a couple of the episodes. I think you guys was doing on Saturday mornings. You guys were going live on Saturday mornings. I can remember that. Yeah. Back on Saturday
mornings. Man, we was trying to beat out the Saturday show on ESPN, man.
Yeah.
Trying to compete with them, trying to beat out them, man. Trying to get out the news before they do. So
yeah,
that's why we chose that time slot, because around that time everybody wants to be tuned in, getting ready for sports, getting ready for actual football. Our main time is football season, so that's the reason why we chose football season and then around that time. So college game day.
Yeah, just like college game day, man. Yeah, just like that. So all you guys do just football. No other sports or nothing like that. Just football. Just football season period.
No. When we first started 6 years ago, the first 2 seasons, yes, we were just mainly focused on football.
Yeah.
And the past 4 seasons, we have been trending off to other sports. If you look on our page, and so we do, here and there, baseball. I will do basketball here and there. We'll really focus on the main rivalry games here locally, statewide.
Yeah.
When it comes to those kind of sports.
Yeah.
Just to keep people in tune to our page and stuff, man. But our main concept just to try to keep people in tune to the football here locally, man. Yeah. And the reason why we try to chose football, because here locally we felt like the kids here in the state wasn't getting too much highlight. Right. And that's the reason why we started. That was one of the concepts. We wanted to focus our show towards football more so than any other sport.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So with the sports show, with this show, what are your future plans, man, as far as trying to continue to work hard at it and get to the next level? Because I say this all the time. There's people out there that's watching real close, that's paying attention with what you're doing. What are your plans? What are your plans on further advance? Because you have to make some moves. You have to make some adjustments each year. I mean, it's just not, just like every year you have to have a plan to try to make whatever it is that you're doing better. And with the sports show, what are some of your plans? Just a little sneak peek of some of your plans of what you got planned ahead.
Each year we come in with a plan. Like last year, we said we want to advance our stuff and go towards YouTube, which we're coming. We're getting closer to the YouTube because we got to get our media side out there. We got to get our numbers up. with any kind of social media platform. You gotta get your numbers up till you
Right.
get a certain
Right.
till you get a certain live screen. So that's one thing we're trying to do. Reach the YouTube side. But and the reason why we say YouTube, because that'll get us on a national platform.
Yeah.
And the reason why we want to get more national, because we're already doing the podcast. We are on Apple side streaming. We're on you can reach us on the Android, which that's your side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know, we on pretty much on all any kind of podcast screen platform right now.
Yeah.
So we just trying to, reach people on the national side, not just here locally, not just here in the South. We trying to reach, nationally. You know what I'm saying? We want to be known nationally. So that is our goal for this year. Try to get our name out there more.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we're trying to do this year.
Yeah, it makes a difference, man. When you able to be all over the country, you know what I'm saying? Being all over the country instead of just trying, being in one location, in the South and all. But you want to make it bigger. You want to expand it, and a lot of times, man, we're doing it just like with what I do with the podcast here. It depends on the platform that you're on. For you to be heard all over. A lot of times you have to explore other options to try to get your content and stuff out there. And we'll talk about a lot of that off the rug, off the set. But I would like to see you guys continue to advance and keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up on what you're doing. You love doing it. Do it, man. Continue to do it. Because I know every day is not going to be a great day doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. You're going to have some days like you going to have some days where like, man, this, you know what I'm saying? The hell with this shit, man. But if you really love it, you won't even, won't even think that way. You're always thinking ahead of trying to plan on making it better, how to advance. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, these shows, your episodes, where I know you're doing the live shows because, as I was saying earlier, back when you guys started early, back in 2016, you used to have the live show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys do any recorded shows and air them, or you just stick to doing lives, or what?
We pretty much stick to live, man.
Yeah.
We stick to live. We've been doing live from day one.
Yeah.
We pretty much we get ourselves a 2 weeks when we come live. We set a date.
Yeah.
Pretty much when we're gonna start going live, and we just bam, bam, bam each week go live, and we pretty much put our name out there all week long.
Yeah.
We go live ourselves on our each one of us have our own platform anyway.
Yeah.
And we'll put our own little social media stream out there, letting everybody know, getting our name out there, letting everybody know, hey, we about to come up this Saturday. We better go ham,
Yeah.
Just getting our name out there. So we pretty much do live. That's all we really do. We haven't really worked on going pre-recorded just yet.
Yeah.
Which, we have been thinking about that, working on that, but we just focus on live right now. We pretty much feel that live stream is our key.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Me, myself, I'm eventually gonna do some live episodes. I'm kind of an in-house guy, just, do my pre-records and drop them. And what you see and what you hear is what you get, because I hadn't been doing no editing or none of that shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
and to me, that's the best stuff, man.
Right.
If you don't edit, you know what I'm saying, and go in and don't edit anything out, you get that's the best stuff, man.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is what it is. You see it, you hear it. That's what you get. That's what you get, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I already asked about the plans. Do you have any plans for the upcoming year? I mean, 2023 is upon us within what, a little bit over a month now. We'll be into a new year. What are some of
2020,
yeah, what are some of your what are some of your plans for 2023 with the show?
2023. All right. Moving forward, like we said, we're trying to get nationally. And like you already said, you asked me about the pre-record stuff.
Yeah.
Um, that's one thing we're working towards. Working towards getting better equipment so we can do pre-record stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say if this person's schedule is not fitting this person's schedule. Hey, you'll just come in this day or this night, do this, get in, do this, and get out.
Yeah.
With that way, we can just drop it on Saturday. Bam. We'll have our fans out there already have something there on our same time slot that we already told them. So that's one thing we're working towards, trying to get better equipment, provide our fans with content for every Saturday. Because that's one thing we have failed in the past, not having content every Saturday. Even though we're giving them podcast content throughout the week or every week, we still feel like we need to give our day ones that content every Saturday. We believe in giving our day ones, our fans, content every Saturday. So even though we haven't been doing as much content this year, we making it up for it in our podcast side. So that's something we're working towards on 2023.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the podcast part. Give me the podcast, period. The podcast, because you got a podcast, right? That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Podcast is go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Podcast is still the same. Midday Trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's on every pretty much podcast stream you can get on. You can jump on Apple.
Yeah.
It's on there. If you get on the doggone Androids, it's on there.
Android is shit.
If you go on them Androids, like I said.
By the way.
Spotify. We're on Spotify, man. We're pretty much on every podcast streaming. Pretty much you can reach out right now. Yeah. On our podcast side, we have two more guys that we have on there. One of our buddies from high school, we go as Q. He's an HBCU alum, not Gremlin, I'm sorry. He'll go off on me by saying that. He's Mississippi Valley. He's the blue and red strong, man. He's blue and red strong. And we also, my buddy Jamar, he's a Alabama alum.
Yeah.
He go by Bama Ballhead. He's an Alabama. So, between me and him, me being diehard LSU fan, we go ahead on this podcast. So, so you got Mississippi State, you got Ray as a
Egg Bowl winners,
Miami Hurricane.
Egg Bowl winners, by the way.
You got AJ as a Mississippi State alum. You got Ray. He's a Hurricane fan. Yeah. You got me as a LSU fan, but also
we know.
We gotta go also JSU fan.
Yeah.
But and you got also Q, who's Mississippi Valley fan.
Yeah.
Then you got Bama Ballhead, pretty much the Alabama fan, the outcast, pretty much always roll tide on the show. And we go in. And we try to set a time for an hour, but it goes over sometimes. But podcast, you'll love it. If you listen in, we go from football, pretty much what's going on today, time. It's just, what's going on in our life, pretty much everything, man.
Yeah.
It's just not football, it's just that backyard talk with your homeboy, shot talk,
Yeah, right,
So
right. Pretty much.
Is that raw media, things that we feel like we couldn't say on our live feed that we can say
on the podcast.
On our podcast.
Yeah. You try, especially with doing lives, man. I know my mouth. My mouth can get a little bit crazy sometimes. But doing a live, you try to be professional as you can doing live. I mean, even though when you do live, you got people that's commenting that's gonna pretty much say what the fuck is on their mind. They gonna say whatever. You know what I'm saying? They gonna comment and say what they want to say. But as me being doing this podcast, being a podcaster, doing a live, I try to be a lot more professional if I'm gonna do a live. But I prefer the in-house thing, pre-recorded. But I will in the future do some lives. I'm looking at that. That's another alternative. I'm thinking about doing some lives, and just to interact, just to interact with people, man, and get their thoughts and views on certain things. So, yeah, it's a difference. You can pretty much be like you want to be on on the in-house thing. You know what I'm saying? Pre-recorded and kind of let loose. And people have their options where they want to listen to it or not. If they listen to a part of it and there's something that kind of maybe offend them or not going their way to hell, they have the option to not listen to it. But
to turn it off. Exactly.
And then too, it's pretty much the same way with the live here. If they don't want to hear it on live, they just get off the live, But
exactly.
Man, I love what you're doing. I've talked to you before about about what you're doing with the show and all. And I've always told you that, if I can be any assistance, man, to help you out in any kind of way, because we in this shit together, man. You're a podcaster. Excuse me, y'all. You're a podcaster. You do sports, and I love sports. I love football. I love football, and I like what you're doing. You and the guys, and hopefully in the future, man, I get a chance to chop it up with the whole team. We can chop it up.
Okay. Most definitely.
Yeah, and of course, I've got real soon. I got another sports episode that I will be doing. It's coming up. We're up in, especially with the NFL. I got guys, especially on the first sports show episode we did. We was talking NFL, and we talked about our teams and all. And we're gonna do another one. We already said that we was gonna do another one mid-season and all, and we're what, mid-season in the NFL, just about, yeah. So
we're getting close to it. We're approaching it.
So we're gonna do another one, and of course I will be having you to come on, ask you to come on the show and give your thoughts and views, and we can either talk college and a little bit more, but with the NFL, my Jets.
Man, I hope you ain't talking about them.
I'm gonna say this before we go on. I'm gonna say this about my Jets. I was fucking hurt about a week or so ago when they lost that game. The defense played damn good football. It was a defensive game against the Patriots. I don't know. I think the Patriots got a damn a hex or something on us, but they came back at the last part of the game, the last few seconds, and did a damn punt return and killed us. That shit was horrible. Excuse me,
I
y'all.
can't really talk about.
It's the Tito's, y'all. It's the Tito's.
I can't really talk about anything right now, man.
Yeah.
Cause I'm wearing the paper bags right now, man.
Yeah.
I got Jameis Winston crying about his position right now.
Yeah.
You know why he ain't playing, and we just ain't looking like anything right now on offense side of the ball. Cause defense still showing up. They just getting tired of being out there. So
Yeah.
if y'all ain't know who my team is, the Saints. So, but yeah, man, I feel you right about now.
Yeah. You are a Saints fan.
Yeah, die hard.
Yeah.
Die hard, man.
And you think about it, people in the South, we're here in Mississippi, and we're right there on the doorstep of Louisiana. We're right there. And you would think people would think that there will be a lot more Saints fans, by us being in the South, but it doesn't happen that way. Now,
nope.
I know a lot of Cowboy fans. Yeah, there's some Cowboy fans gonna be
Cowgirls.
listening. Yeah,
Cowgirls, as I call.
Yeah, but speaking on Dallas, I know they're gonna be looking at this shit. Hey, they went to Minnesota and did their thing the other night. And of course, Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving night, wasn't it? They played who they played Thanksgiving night?
Man, they played Thanksgiving night. Oh boy.
See, that
I
goes
sit there and watch that game, man.
That goes to show how much I pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, because it to me, it's like days of our lives when Dallas play.
Yeah.
I don't watch soap operas, you know what I'm saying? But Dallas end up playing, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I sat in the house with my uncle, watching him yelling about his boy.
Yeah.
Let me do this for you. Because it's irking me, man. It's irking me, man. Because
well, I'm gonna say this: Dallas, I gotta give them their props. They've been playing pretty well. They've been playing some pretty good football. My thing of it is, hey, the record is good. Got a good record. You get to the playoffs now. Get to the playoffs. Let's get past the first round of the playoffs. Here I am talking shit. My team ain't that shit. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Hey, I admit that shit. Hey, my team hadn't did anything. They're a lot better. They're a lot better. We have some quarterback issues. We have some quarterback issues, and we go through that shit every year. As far as quarterbacks and all, we getting these quarterbacks. That's what's killing us. And the defense right now, our defense is playing good football. They're playing good football. And by the way, New England lost last night. I hope all the New England Patriot fans listen to this shit. Yeah, I'm talking about your ass. I'm hoping that we do beat the Bears this weekend. We got to beat the Bears, man. We need to put New England back on the bottom of the barrel. And I'm hoping that with the situation with our quarterbacks situation, things will be a lot better. So it'll be a lot better. But the Cowboys, I'm gonna give you props, man. Y'all playing some good football. Y'all playing pretty good. We just want to see how. We're gonna see how. Yeah, they played the Giants last night. Yeah, they played the Giants.
They played the Giants last night.
They played the Giants last night.
And it was a close game for a good little minute, and Dak Prescott and Ezekiel pretty much start taking over the game. So I give them that. They're playing good ball now. I guess they had to realize they're paying Dak too much money to sit on the bench. So, like I told you, it's a soap opera out there.
Yeah, well, and then too, I was looking at First Take. I've been watching First Take this week since I've been off the 9 to 5. All of us been off the 9 to 5 this week. by the way. But been watching First Take. Finally get a chance to just kind of sit down and watch it, and of course,
Not Stephen A.
yeah. Excuse me. Stephen A. He was talking about Dak. Yeah, he was talking about Dak. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And for those of you that hadn't watched First Take, well, I'm gonna let somebody else tell you. But yeah, Stephen A. was talking, which that's just who he is. Some things I agree with him on, some shit I don't agree with him on. So, but that's who he is. But man, college football season is what pretty much officially over now. Just about, yeah. All the SEC teams are they're done, right?
Well, we got this week. Then we got the championship.
Yeah,
the SEC championship, which my boys are playing in. We clinched. So we got 2 more weeks of SEC ball, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much everybody got 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
Other than State.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss.
Yeah, they're done. They're done, right?
They're done till they get a bowl bid.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's another thing too. You're gonna have all these bowl games coming up real soon. So been a decent year, man. It's been some upsets in college football.
Yep. There's been a lot of them.
Now, let me ask you this too, since we continue to talk about football with the college. Who is your pick in the national championship?
I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna say LSU. If I had to go with my team, I'd say my team in the national championship. With them being hot right now.
No.
But it's gonna take them doing a lot. But if it's not my team, I would say Georgia. Georgia repeat.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking at that too. I was thinking about Georgia too. So
I was looking at Georgia, and I really don't see. It's going to be really hard between Ohio State. It's going to come down to this weekend. Ohio State and Michigan play each other this week.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a hard decision between those two.
Yeah.
And I hate to see either one play a Georgia team, because when it comes down to one of them playing anybody at the SEC, you already know the outcome. Over the past few years, they get beat. So I really don't want to see a TCU play because you got to look at it. Anybody out of the American League last year, you got to look at Cincinnati playing Alabama in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Cincinnati got blew out against Alabama. So it's going to be pretty hard to make that decision. Then you got to look at it. LSU at number 5. Behind LSU, you got USC.
Yeah.
Do you want a Pac-12 team playing against a number 1 Georgia? Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff going in to this one weekend just to get to next championship week. So if I had to say who played Georgia, I guess I'd rather see Ohio State again, man. I guess, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only person, on the team just fitting enough to play an SEC team to me, hands down. They come in, play 4, levels of the game. They play offense, they play defense, they play special teams, and, they play, they do everything to me. You know what I'm saying? They coach.
Yeah.
So they play all 3 phases of the game. So that's pretty much, but like I say, it comes down to this week when they play Michigan, who gonna be playing Georgia. So
yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this. I honestly think Georgia gonna win that shit again, man. That's how I feel. I feel like Georgia's gonna win.
That's what everybody's saying, man. They don't think LSU gonna be able to pull out a Cinderella, man. We're gonna end it up, finish it off at the SEC
but
championship.
Look, anything's possible now. I mean, motherfuckers can have a bad game. Anything can happen. But man, Georgia, man, I'm telling you, Georgia is fuck. I don't see anybody beating them. I don't. Now that's just my thoughts. That's just how I feel about the situation. I think Georgia's gonna end up winning that shit again.
But I was just looking at Georgia's.
My pick now.
Your pick, yeah, that's your pick.
That's my pick.
That's your pick. I give you it. Yeah. And only two teams I have seen them play out of the West right now, man, was Mississippi State and Florida. When they beat them by a total of 40 points.
Yeah.
So that's the only two teams I have seen them play. So, but that's combined points. That's only 2 points. So they only allowed Mississippi.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What you thought? What you thought about the game last night? Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Yeah.
A good rivalry.
Yeah.
Even team, man. Yeah. Like a lot of people expected Ole Miss to go in and dominate Mississippi State with their high flying offense.
Yeah.
But looking at Dart the past couple weeks, if anybody know Dart, that's Ole Miss quarterback. He hasn't been playing the caliber quarterback that he has been at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
To me. And he went in and made a couple good passes, couple good throws, but he came out in the second half and blew it. So, but Mississippi State did what they need to do.
Well, because look, I thought State was gonna fuck around and end up losing, man. I did. I was like, damn. And I actually was doing something last night. I got home, and my sons was watching the game. It was up front, like, Dad, Mississippi State fixing to win. They fixing to win.
Yeah.
And I went up front and I looked, I'm like, damn. They done turned it around.
Yeah.
And
most definitely.
I was glad, man, because I was rooting for State. I'm a State fan. I'm sorry. I'm a State fan. I got some Ole Miss. I got some friends that are Ole Miss fans. One, by the way, I'm not gonna call him out on the show, but I had to fuck with him, had to hit him up with a text. And I wished him I was pretty good with it. I eased it into the text like happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, which I sincerely meant that shit. But I had to put at the end, go Dogs.
Oh, you hit them with the go Dogs, man.
Yeah.
You hit them with the go Dogs.
Yeah, and I got the middle finger, by the way. I got the middle finger to text. So I had to fuck with him, but I had to do that shit every time, especially during the Egg Bowl. I know this good friend of mine, he's a Ole Miss fan. He's a diehard Ole Miss fan. And whenever State end up winning the Egg Bowl, I have to mess with him. So that last night I was happy as hell. State pulled that one out, man. Now they both end up 8-4 on the year. 8-4.
Yep, and they both bowl eligible.
Yeah. Now let me say this too. Let me ask you this too. What's your thoughts on Lane Kiffin? They had all these rumors about the Auburn job and all that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Hey, you might hear some shit Monday. Might be Monday. You might hear some shit.
Hey, I'm surprised it ain't came out yet, man. And I'm gonna be honest. I was one of the ones that actually posted something on Lane too, because I was up Saturday night, very late Saturday night when I got the message.
Yeah.
Oh, he going to Auburn. He going to Auburn.
Yeah.
And trust me, I put it out there. But well, you got to look at it. Lane is one of the highest paid coaches in Mississippi right now.
Yeah.
And Lane, a lot of coaches come to Mississippi just for a stop.
Yeah.
You got to look at it.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, his wife like where she at, but if their husband is the breadwinner, he gonna, and if Auburn gonna bring him more money, he gonna move. And you gotta look at Lane history too.
Yeah.
He don't stay too many places long. You gotta look at Tennessee, USC, UCF.
Yeah.
He don't stay too many places long.
Yeah.
He did when he did the assistant coaching job at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he don't stay at too many places long. Yeah, he's saying that he like where he is. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah. But how many coaches, try to die down, put out the fire before, they actually just take off?
Yeah. After what happened last night, man, he might have a change of fucking heart.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's why I say
it won't be the first.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to me by Monday or somewhere midweek that you might hear some shit. It might be a press conference or something. You never know, or a tweet or something.
True.
Some shit.
If it don't come Sunday.
Yeah, right.
If it don't come Sunday.
They do shit on odd days now. You know, motherfuckers will hit your ass on a Sunday too now. It doesn't matter. So, we're on standby. I'm on standby with that shit. After what happened last night, man, I'm telling you, he might have had a change of heart. He probably didn't even sleep well last night. He probably didn't even sleep.
Man, but you're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah. Bro, man, thanks for coming on the show, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
And before we go to, I want to touch, let me not forget Coach Prime, too, in Jackson State, man, the SWAC. On a perfect season, man. That's shit. Let's give him a round of applause, man. Bro. That shit was all right. Excuse me. That was all right, man. That was all right. I'm happy for that program, man. Now, there's been rumors circulating around with him, of course, about him taking some other positions that's been offered. Who knows? You never know. You never know in this business, man. Football is a business. Who's to say that he's probably already been grooming up, his successor. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You never know. And I'm just sitting back in the background waiting like everybody else.
You're definitely right on that one.
Yeah.
He there's two schools is narrowed down to right about now. A school in Florida, South Florida, University of South Florida. Yeah. Which South Florida was one of the schools that was trying to hire him before he came to Jackson State.
Right.
And Colorado.
Yeah.
But I'm still one of the ones, here in Jackson saying he got 3 reasons why he's still at Jackson State right now. And it ain't just for football.
Yeah.
He got shallow.
Yeah. No doubt.
He got that good old quarterback. He got that good old quarterback.
Yeah, we already know. We already know.
Exactly.
That's what will keep him there. If he's gonna stay, that's what's gonna keep him there.
And one more thing, his baby girl
That's right.
just came in as a freshman,
That's
playing
right.
as a freshman as on the basketball team.
That's right.
So I mean, if you ain't close to the team right about now, the city is giving him what he wants as a head coach. But a lot of things, like he said when he first came here, it ain't about the money.
Yeah. No, it's not about the money, man.
He said he got money. Of course. He's a Hall of Fame, retiree from the NFL. He got money. So
I love what he's doing.
Waiting to see.
I love what he's doing, man.
Exactly.
With the players and all, teaching them how to be young men, how to be men. You know what I'm saying? How to be men.
Men first.
Outside of football and all that, he's teaching them how to be men, how to be presentable, how to carry themselves, and keeping them out of trouble. That's what I love about him so much, man, because, we see the videos and stuff on Instagram and all, and Facebook and all, social media, him talking with the team and all. And, man, that's an inspiration, man. Just to be coached by a legend and to be around some of the people that he's been around his whole career in football and have them to come to the campus and, talk to the young men, the men, and dude, just being around that, man, that shit should be a hell of an inspiration, man, to get to meet all these different athletes and stars and all, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the athletes, people he done played with, he competed with in football. And that shit there is an inspiration, man, just to have, just being in the same atmosphere as those people and for them to come down and talk with you and give you that motivation and keep you inspired to play the game. That shit is amazing.
Exactly.
And I love that. I love that.
Same here. Because I never knew. I mean, I would never thought I'd seen the day. In my lifetime, I see Jackson State on the national, stage. It is, being talked about on by Skip and and Shannon. So you know what I'm saying? Things like that, But he's doing major things. So we're it's a show is to continue. With him.
Hell of a recruiter too, man. He do some hell of a recruiting. This motherfucker's mad as hell, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It is.
Bro, I thank you for coming on the show, man. We're gonna do it again real soon. Definitely gonna bring you on the sports episode with the guys and all. Definitely gonna bring you on. Can't wait to do that one.
I'll be waiting, bro.
And man,
I'll be waiting.
Man,
I'll be waiting.
I really appreciate you, man, coming on, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me, man. Like I say, hey, I've been itching for this show.
Yeah.
I've been fiending for this one. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done got my foot in the door now. So trust me, you're gonna be getting that phone call when the next one, bro.
Right.
When the next
right.
So.
Definitely gonna have you on, man. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support of my show. I'm definitely a supporter of your show. All right, y'all. That was it, man. My man, LaJuan Johnson, man. My guy. All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back to wrap this shit up. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, we are back with more of the solo show. About ready to wrap this thing up, man. Definitely want to give a big thanks, man, to my guy, my little brother, as I call him also, man. my man LaJuan Johnson. And this dude doing some nice things, bro. I told him to keep doing what he do. You don't give up on what you love, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Things gonna work out. Want to see everybody win. And that's what it's all about. All right, for any guests who want to be a part of the Jock Johnson podcast, the solo show, have any questions or comments, hit me up on IG at the Real Jock Johnson. Also, you can check me out here on my YouTube channel, the Jock Johnson Podcast LLC. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can check me out on Twitter at the Jock Johnson Podcast LLC. Also, hit me up on Facebook at Jock Johnson. You can also check me out on TikTok at the Jock Johnson Podcast. And of course, you can hit me up in my email at jockjpodcast@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Love to get you on the show. So that's about going to wrap it up for yours truly, the mastermind behind the mic, the podcast Unc. Always remember, do what you love what you do. I'm out, y'all.